What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioWars 3 Raw TV. It's adjust this fucking camera angle and make sure that shit's fucking square. Alright. So today is the video that already a bunch of YouTubers have made videos, but people are talking about it in social media, and not even in social media, like in regular media, you know, like mainstream media is talking about it too. And that is this girl, Brittney Dawn. Now, I don't know who the fuck Brittney Dawn was. I have no idea. There's so many good-looking girls on Instagram that have really nice bodies, that work out, that have programs or whatever. Like, it's almost impossible to fucking differentiate them now, that, you know, unless you're following a specific person because you know who they are or whatever. Like, I don't know who the fuck these people are, whatever. So I had to do a little bit of research, and what I found was actually pretty upsetting. So I'm gonna give my view. Like, I haven't watched, there was one person's video I watched. Who the fuck was it? I forget who it was. It was about Brittney Dawn. It was like a whole video about her. And anyways, doesn't really matter. But I'm seeing them pop up left and right. And I'm like, who the fuck is this girl and what's the big deal? So I watch about 2 minutes of one of those videos. So Brittney Dawn is a fitness influencer, which basically means she puts up, you know, pictures on Instagram and, you know, YouTube and stuff like that, like social media. And an influencer basically just means that you have influence over other people. Like, you have followers. And like, if you say, I like this shirt, well, then they like that shirt. If he's like, I like it sunny, they like it sunny. If you're like, I like fucking chocolate ice cream, they like chocolate ice cream. So you're an influencer. You have influence over other people. Now, that being said, I was like, okay, she's an influencer and she sold programs and stuff. Like, what, you know, if she's helping people and it's fucking, you know, she's doing a good job, why is everybody fucking getting down on her? Well, it wasn't even, you know, some people are talking about cookie cutter programs. They're like, oh, she makes cookie cutter programs. Like, so do half of these motherfuckers out there. If you're paying $30, $40, $50, even $100 for a fucking diet or program, guess what? You're getting a fucking cookie cutter. There's no fucking trainer out there worth their weight in gold that has put that much time and effort and energy into creating the business that they have now that will literally sit down for 2 hours and write you out a diet for fucking $25 or $40 or whatever it is. If they get that shit to you right away, there's no fucking way. Like, you should know going into this that if you fucking send the money in and you get that shit fucking right away, or like within fucking 20 minutes or whatever, it's a fucking cookie cutter. When someone sends me when they buy a package from me, I send them an intake form. The intake form then comes back to me, and the intake form, it says right down, it's going to take me 2 to 3 days roughly to get this shit done. I do them in order that they come in, but I have to sit down, go through all this fucking data that's on the thing, try to figure out what the fuck is going on, why you're not accomplishing goals, which usually, once you have that data, it's very easy to see what the fuck is going wrong with them. And then say, okay, well, this is what they're doing wrong. This is where the direction we have to go in, and this is where their goal is going to be long term. So we need to start here, but end up here. So there has to be a progression from here to here, cardio-wise, training-wise, diet-wise. Like, you literally have to sit down and go through things so diligently that there's no fucking way anybody would charge you $35, $40, even $100. When you buy my $99 beginners program on my fucking website, it says it's a cookie cutter. Why? Because fucking that's the same one that everybody fucking gets. It's $99. That's what it's worth. You can take that and fucking run with it. Do whatever you want. It's worth $100. But these people talking about the custom diet plans and custom training. The best one, I love this one. Buy a diet program for $55 and get a free training program. The training is free. And I'm like, are you guys fucking that crazy? I can't believe people fall for that tactic. It's amazing. It's like if you walked into a doctor's office, right? The doctors charge you a certain fee, right? It's usually like $60 if you don't have, you know, insurance or whatever. Do you walk in the doctor's office and he says, you know what? I'm going to do the fucking strep throat culture for $50, but I'm also going to do the ear culture for free. Like, no, it's worth what it's worth. Those people are fucking doing things that they went to school for, that they trained for, that they learned about and put in their time and effort, and they're able to actually do something for you that you can't do for yourself. That being said, you have to be aware when you're purchasing something, the price point is 99% of the time what you're getting. So if you're getting something that's so fucking cheap that you think is so affordable and like, well, I'm going to go with him because he's a lot cheaper. Guess what? You're getting what you paid for. That's all I'm going to say about that. So on the buyer, beware, okay? The onus is on you to understand what you're getting yourself into. But the problem is there's so many new people to the fitness stuff that they don't know that, you know, these top trainers cost this much. A trainer below them costs this much. A trainer that's fucking you over costs this much. You guys don't know. So now you know. The cheaper the programs are, the more quote-unquote affordable they are, the less chance you're actually getting a custom program, and you may not even be talking to that person. That happened with Shreds. This is like a whole nother thing with Shreds that came out, where they were cranking out programs and they weren't even fucking making them. They were cookie cutter programs, like $30, $40, like whatever, and they go by volume. So they can make $1 million in a month just selling a high volume, because you know people will buy these things because they're cheap enough to buy them, and they'll just take the loss on it and they don't work. So basically you're getting ripped off, they get rich. It's a whole fucking scheme, and it's still going on apparently on social media. Now, the thing that really bothered me the most, and I'm going to go ahead and read this right off the thing. They're talking about this Brittney Dawn lady. It says, the Dallas influencer sold exercise and nutrition plans online, but countless customers in North Texas and beyond say the personalized training they paid for never happened. So this is what the real complaint was. I mean, the cookie cutter things, it's like they got something and they didn't pay a very big price for it. So fucking, you're looking at it going, well, that's pretty much how that goes. If you're paying a cheap price, you get a cookie cutter. That's just how it goes. But this one, this time, people are not even getting it. So there were people that paid her and never got anything. Now that is fucking bullshit. That's a plain, blatant fucking ripping people off. For her to say it didn't know what was going on, well, if she's the one who was writing the diets custom and you have all these people that paid, all you have to do is write them down in a notebook if you can't keep track of them, and then as you're fucking done with them, you cross them off. That way there, you know what the fuck is going on. So either she wasn't really doing it herself, which is again a scam because you think you're getting it from her, or she's doing it herself and being like, I don't need to do this. What the fuck are they going to do about it? Fuck them. Like, that's what's going on. One of those two things. So, I'm going to open the phone again. So this is what she said, right? She sat down for an interview, and this is what she said. I jumped into an industry that had no instruction manual. In answering how she became unable to keep up with customer demand. Her customer demand was so much she couldn't keep up with it. Like, if you're making that much money, you can hire someone to go through emails and do this shit like customer service while you do the programs. The shit that you normally do that takes up your time, you can hire an assistant to do that shit. Grocery shopping, cooking food, whatever the fuck it is. You can hire someone to do that shit while you do the programs. But no, there's no blueprint. We'll get to that in a second. She said, I'm basically going through uncharted territory the best I can to the best of my ability. She said, I started roughly with a few months ago, and I acknowledge the ones that came forward to the best of my ability. Not so, says Melina Burson of Allen, who is now is a new mom in 2017, and she had issues with her order. Members of the Facebook group, she had a Facebook group too, say the orders from Dawn weren't completed going back several years. So for years, this girl got away with just not sending the fucking programs out. Now, here's the problem that I have, her excuse, and why I think it's a blatant fucking lie. And Brittney, if you see this, I know you're full of shit. Plain and simple, you're full of shit. Many businesses, when you start, don't have a blueprint. You can ask people's opinions, but this is your business, so you're going to be running it your way. Unless you run it like someone else, no, there's no blueprint, and you're not going to run it like someone else because you're creating something on your own. Therefore, when you're creating, if you can't fucking create your business, how the fuck are you going to write programs for people? It's the same fucking thing. The way that you learn to create the programs is how you learn to create a business. Step by step, figuring out systems. Like my system is, you purchase the program, I send you the intake form, you send it back to me, I go through it, I create the program, I send it to you, you send me back the questions, I answer the questions, we begin. You check in every week. Like, there's a system that I created that's my system. Nobody taught it to me. Like, it's trial and error, but you don't just give up and say, well, I can't figure it out today, so fuck it, I'm not sending anybody's programs out. No, you gotta fucking figure that shit out. But it's not just the fitness industry. So, well, I went into the fitness industry, there's no blueprint. Matter of fact, there's tons of blueprints. You can look at like Jay Cutler and how he runs his business. That's how I figured out how to create GIFD Labs. I followed Jay's fucking lead. How? How did I follow Jay's lead? Well, the systems that I set up for packing things and getting things shipped out, I was watching him and Victor pack the things on a table. I went out, I got the table. I bought the label printer because I saw that in the video. I said, they're using a label printer. That's better than fucking handwriting everything. It'll be done quicker. I was like, all right. And then I figured out how to hook the label printer up to PayPal and run it through PayPal. It prints the labels out. So now what I do is I take the labels and the fucking shipping labels, shipping invoices. I take them downstairs. I have the boxes set up just like they did. Like, I watched the video and learned from their video, which is not an instructional video, how to create those systems to ship stuff. Now, yes, the supplement thing is in the fitness industry still, but personal training and fucking supplement company are two completely fucking different animals and are run completely different. I didn't know how to fucking do that. I figured it out before before I got started. I sat down and had that shit down before this shit ever started. I said, if it gets bigger, this is what we do. And when we scale up, we do this. You have a business plan ahead of time, or you don't start the fucking business. So this fucking girl went out there with no business plan. I'm just going to sell some stuff and make some fucking money, and starts doing it, and it gets out of control. Now, I don't believe it got out of control, because if you're making money that fast and you're doing that well and you're running out of time, you learn very quickly that you need to hire someone on to take the place of some of the shit that you're doing so you can keep up. And eventually you hire on a team that becomes a company. That's how that fucking works. And if you're not ready to, did she start a company figuring she's going to sell fucking 2 diets a week or something? Like, you start a company to try to create something to get it big and be worth what you put into it. Something that can create a living for you. Something that can fucking give you money. Something that can give you, more, I don't want to say more attention for the social media, but as your clientele grows and those pictures are coming in, that's going to grow your social media too. Like, you have this gem that you're creating that's going to help you in many areas of life. And before you even fucking start, you don't have a business plan? Like, it fucking is shocking. And this girl, by saying, like, there's no blueprint, I wasn't sure what to do. I said, well, then you're not business minded. You shouldn't own a fucking business. If anything, you should have a 50-50 partner. You're the face of the fucking company. And then that person does the systems and shipping and logistics and customer service and all that shit. But no, she just thought, I'm on social media. I'm going to take people's fucking money. It's not that easy. Those of you out there that think being entrepreneur, because I hate that fucking word. Like, I am considered an entrepreneur. I own 4 businesses. I created them fucking from scratch, and I do everything myself. Literally everything myself. I don't have one employee because I can handle it. Now, sometimes I make mistakes, and that's on me, and I go, fuck, I made a mistake. Shit, how do I make sure that mistake doesn't happen again? What do I have to do to rectify that mistake? And that's how you fucking learn, and then you put the new system in place to make sure the mistake doesn't happen again, and then you move forward. But you're trying to tell me that this girl had no idea, and she thought it was going to be like selling 2 diets a week, and she didn't know it was going to be fucking big? Matter of fact, after the first week or two, if those fucking orders were coming in, it's already big. After the first month, it's big. This is several years she wasn't sending shit, which means, like, almost from the very beginning, she wasn't sending shit. So it wasn't like how the thing grew that it got out of control. Now, I do understand that as a business grows, it can get out of control, and when you can't control it, your quality goes down. That is just a fucking fact, which is why I keep GIFD Labs small. Like, everybody's like, why don't you make it like fucking, the biggest fucking company? Like, that's not what I want right now. What I want is to keep it small, create new products, create more branding. And then as it's time to expand, you slowly expand. You hire on a couple people. You ship to a different, one more fucking store sells it, or one more, fucking gym sells it, or whatever. You pick them up one at a time. You then add that to your system. And now what's happened is that system kind of grows. But, like, you have to be a fucking smart enough person. Like, don't start a business if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, I shouldn't say if you don't know what you're doing, because there's a learning curve. Like, you're learning stuff all the time about this stuff. And you have to be open to literally sitting down and picking through everything. And if she realized, like, she said, I just got out of control. So you're trying to tell me you didn't realize that you weren't sending all these people their fucking programs. So first of all, it's cookie cutters. If you're advertising as custom made programs, that's a lie. That's false advertising. That's fucking illegal. Then if you're fucking out there not sending out orders, like, as soon as you start the fucking business, you're just like, fuck it, I don't feel like doing it today. Fuck them. Like, that means from the very beginning, you had no fucking plans on sending any of the fucking products out, or the diets and training programs, or whatever the fuck she was doing. You had no intentions on sending that shit out at all, ever, for any reason. And you're trying to tell me that fucking now everybody should feel bad for you? No, just like Shreds got called on their shit and fucking disappeared, the same thing's happening to this girl. She's getting called on her fucking bullshit. Now, if it was like 1 or 2 people, I would be like, you know what? There's going to be people that you can't please. No matter what, personality conflicts, you're not going to be able to fucking please everybody. I understand that. But when you have all these fucking people popping up saying that years have gone by and they haven't fucking heard from her, and they've contacted her and she never contacted them fucking back, they've gone on her social media and fucking left posts and shit on her social media, they get fucking erased off the fucking thing, which means that she knows the fuck's going on. It means that person, they said, hey, I'm still trying to get in touch with you about my program, what's up? Instead of seeing it and going, oh, fuck, I didn't get that person's program? Well, that's my fuck up. And emailing them or fucking messaging them saying, hey, I don't know what's going on. Like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, this is my fault. No, she's like, well, fuck it, just deletes it off the thing, which makes you look more fucking guilty. You're avoiding the whole fucking subject. So, in closing, like, this is not the first time Shreds was a big bullshit thing like this, which, you know, again, once they got called out, they fucking, I don't even know if they're still around anymore. I don't pay attention, but Shreds was everywhere before, and they got fucking completely bitch slapped by the shit that went on when people found out what was going on. And I think that a lot of people out there, there's a lot of people, a lot of companies out there that if you really, really did your fucking research, you would find out that they're full of shit on all fronts. Like nothing that they're fucking doing, saying, promoting anything is legit, but you don't know because the way that they promote it, the way that they word it, the graphics that they make, the fucking bullshit on social media, the smoke and mirrors keep you believing it because fucking you don't know the difference. It looks legit to you. That's the thing is now anybody with one of these fucking smartphones can download apps. You can see the picture of Brady on there. You can download these fucking apps and create all kinds of shit and it looks very professional like you've been fucking photoshopping for 30 years and creating ads and shit and you're a fucking dude sitting in your fucking basement accepting like Western Union payments only or some shit and just collecting people's fucking money and fucking them over. And they don't know any fucking difference because it looks professional. So, you know, in hindsight, guys, you know, it is about the cost. It is about the person's, you know, credentials and stuff. Oh, I watched Lane Norton's video. That's where I saw it first. I saw Lane said something about Brittney Dawn. Like, this is what ADD does. It pops in your head later. And I watched part of Lane Norton's video, and he was, Lane was actually upset too. Like, he actually said something like, fuck. He said, fuck her. I was like, yeah, Lane swore. I was like, holy shit. He must be really mad. But, we got to go back to the point. But you guys get what I'm saying. It is very discouraging because this is 27 or 28 years going on that I've been in the industry. I've been training people since I was 19. And I used to train people all the time for fucking free. Why? Because I was 19. I didn't have experience. You know, I had experience training myself, but I didn't have experience training other people. So I'd be in the gym in between the fucking jobs I was working, training people for free, going to their houses, training them for free, learning more about nutrition and put 27 years into it. And I love it just as much today as I did when I was fucking 19. Like, it hasn't changed. Like, this stuff really fucking lights my fire because it helps people change their lives. Like, you can put someone on a diet, they drop 20 pounds, they're like a different person. The way they carry themselves, they're better with their family, they're better at their work, they're fucking doing better in life in general. And you're like, that's amazing, that's super powerful. Why wouldn't you want to do that? And to see people coming in and scamming, you know, like, yes, the fitness industry is bad, but you guys also need to remember every industry is bad. No matter where the fuck you work. I've worked in a few different industries. The restaurant industry, the fucking security industry. There's always scumbags. There's always people cutting corners. There's always people trying to scam people. Then they're fucking, those industries are just as big, if not bigger than the fitness industry. So it's not directly related to the fitness industry. So like, you know, when you're going to buy a car, like how many fucking used car salesmen fuck you over? Like now people are so skeptical of buying anything, they just want to buy a new car because like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here with this guy. Like that car industry is fucked. But people seem to focus like, oh, the fitness industry is terrible. It's like, yeah, the guy you bought your car from fucking sold you a lemon, right? You went to buy this fucking shirt at the mall. That fucking thing fell apart. And then the lady told you could bring it back. Guess what? It was on sale. She lied to you, so now you can't bring it back and you lose the fucking money. Like, there's people cheating people, scamming people left and fucking right. But for some reason, the fitness industry gets, oh, there's bad people in the fitness industry. Listen, there's bad people everywhere. There's good people everywhere. Just kind of know what you're getting yourself into. And if you're new to the, you know, the weight training and stuff like that, you may look up to Brittney Dawn and be like, she's so hot. I want to look like her. I want to be like her and stuff. I'm going to, you know, maybe just step back and say, okay, well, you know, if I was going to go to the gym and get a trainer, because you probably joined the gym now, go ask how much those trainers are. You know, $65 an hour, $100 an hour, whatever. Then go back to Brittney Dawn. You get the training program, the diet, the fucking this, that for $35. Like, there's something wrong with that. I'm telling you right now, like, that is the biggest key, is to know when you're looking at something, if the price is too low and too easy just to fucking get by on, it's probably too good to be true. BioSuitTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BioSuitTraining.com is a blog. It's the bullshit bicep. It's everywhere, and we are out.